welcome to another edition of Brownsville As Is with
A for Shauna.
S for Sonia. Today we are literally, Shauna, in the middle of nowhere.
That's it. Northwest Tennessee at its best on Meacham Road in New Bern, Tennessee.
Yes, for the Grassroots Music
That's
Theater.
it. I'm so excited about being here today. I'm really even more excited. We met a gentleman at your local songwriters competition by the name of Kenny Rogers, and he invited us to come up, and I think we ought to go in and talk to him.
Let's go.
Y'all come on.
A good time for me to talk to God is when I'm in the shower, because there's no interruptions. So one morning in the shower, I wrote most of this song. It's called Mercy, If You Please. Good morning, God. It must be a job watching after me. I must confess, I made a mess of what you had me to be. I had it all wrong. I had no song. I was never on my knees. But you showed me the way. You caused me to pray. Have mercy, if you please. Good morning, God. I thank you a lot for all you've done for me. And thank you so much for building me up in the things I can't see. You brought me along. You gave me a song while I was way down on my knees. Hope it wasn't too much. I asked for a touch of your mercy, if you please. You were always in the room, whispering to me, but I let my fears consume the hope I would need. But you shook me up. I had to look up as I fell down on my knees. Now each day that I live, I'll ask you to give up some mercy, if you please. It took me too long to sing you the song. Now I'll stay down on my knees. As I wake up today, I pray that I stay in your mercy, if you please. I sure don't deserve the love Jesus served. He couldn't get down on his knees. As I wake up today, I pray that I stay in your mercy, if you please. I'm Kenny Rogers, and welcome to the Grassroots Music Theater. I'm in New Bern, Tennessee, north central Dyer County, way out in the middle of nowhere. But it's a pretty drive out here, so you need to try it sometime. It's at 2148 Meacham Road, New Bern. Grassroots Music Theaters, what it is a stage. It's not a bar. We don't sell alcohol. We don't serve food except on occasion. We have events out here. We have a food truck, but it's a stage for anybody that wants to use it. Any day of the week, any night of the week. We've had individuals come out here that's never played on the stage before. They wanted to get some stage time with the monitors and the amps. And we've had bands that come out here just to practice and get their act together. We've had groups that come out here that wanted to put on their own show. That's happened a few times. And we got a buddy, Ronnie Lowry. He hooks us up with some of these independent artists that are out there making a living. W.D. Miller, Josh Morningstar, Clint Park, Brandon Martin's been here, and these guys that are out there, their day job is music. So that's pretty cool when folks like that come out here. But we'll have an open mic on Friday or Saturday night, and anybody just wants to come up here and play, we'll have, it may start out somebody's playing a song by themselves, but musicians can't help it. The next thing you know, there's a bass player up here, and then we got a lead guitar, and somebody comes in, they can play the drums, and maybe somebody comes in, jumps on the keyboard, and next thing you know, everybody's playing like they played together forever. Our songwriters nights, we started doing them last spring, I believe it was. We did 5 or 6 songwriters nights. COVID messed everything up, so we quit doing them for a little while, and we'll do them once a month. We'll do March, April, May. Summer months it's tough to compete with summer. We'll back off in the summer months, and we'll probably do 3 months in the fall of songwriters nights. But when we first opened up, it was amazing. From October of 2019 until March of 2020, we were drawing anywhere from 40 to 80 people in the crowd at night, every Saturday night, and maybe a dozen talented musicians. And it was a lot of older musicians that didn't want the bar scene, but they wanted to play. It's a lot of musicians that, they're closet musicians and nobody to play with, so they come out and play music. But we had drawn from, I think it was 9 counties in Tennessee, a couple groups out of Kentucky. We had some out of southeast Missouri and some out of northeast Arkansas. This building we're in, it started out from here to about 7 or 8 feet from where you can't see behind this wall. It started out, Dyer County Schools moved in an old schoolhouse onto the property in the 1920s. And then in 1947, they deeded it over to a church. I don't know if they gave it to them or they bought it from them. The church ended up with the property, and then from the stage, they built this old schoolhouse in the pulpit area, my stage area. And then they added on the rest of it, I believe, in 1952. And then about 4 years ago, I think it's about 4 years ago, they built a new building a little closer to Dyersburg, and they had this up for sale for a while. I come along, we've been doing this since October 2019. Just having a big time. Basically what this is a backyard music venue with walls, It's a private party at my house. I got a bunch of friends I've met that like to come out here and play. That's what we do. And I gotta say, I've had a lot of help doing this. I didn't do this by myself. To start with, I've got this, I buy this place, my shop's next door, my house is behind it, it's all compound. My man, David Wheeler's worked with me in floor covering for 34 years. And he just happened to have a bunch of sound equipment, It's all around us here. Sitting in a trailer doing nothing. I said, David, I know what we can do with this. Well, to find out what we have going on, the only way to do this is to follow us on Facebook, the Grassroots Music Theater. And I'll post when we have events and who's going to be here, and whether it's a songwriters night. That's what we've gotten into, the songwriters night. It usually draws a pretty good crowd of folks. So I like to, and like I say, I like to promote the area musicians that are out here. I know Memphis has their music scene, and there are people that play out, and everybody's well known with each other there. In Jackson has their scene. Come to find out, Northwest Tennessee has their music scene too.
Well, Sonia, what do you think?
What a hidden gem this is.
Yes, right here in Northwest Tennessee. Who would have thunk?
We've got wonderful singer-songwriters, a great food concessions.
Yes.
Patty's Concessions
That's
out
it.
of Dyersburg.
That's right. That's right.
It was a fun evening.
It's been a wonderful evening. All right. Until next time.
Until next time.
All right. Bye, y'all.